Again, my name's Gabe Zollner. I just watched a bit of Fox News. You know, a few days ago there was a British soldier at the airport in, I think, somewhere in France. And someone came up behind him with either a knife or a box cutter, started slashing at him, and took off. Well, the good news on both fronts is that the soldier survived. He did lose a lot of blood, but he survived, and he'll be fine. The other good news is that the perpetrator was captured, and as it turns out, unfortunately, for the honest Muslims that exist, this particular perpetrator converted to Islam. I think he was 23 or 24 years old. It's really amazing. And I would expect more of these incidents to occur because, again, according to what was posted earlier, a lot of the imams agree with what that idiotic, sick, demented person did in England with his associate when they ran over a 25-year-old individual, and when he was on the ground they started butchering him and he died. The good news is they have both of those in custody, and again, the main perpetrator in that also was a convert to Islam. And again, I'm not trying to suggest that anyone and everyone that follows Islam is like that, because they're not. The problem is that a lot of them are. And you really have a difficult time distinguishing between the two. If someone tells you that their faith is Islamic, what does that tell you? It tells you that his faith is Islamic. Then you have to try to figure out, well, is he Sunni? Is he Shiite? Or is he one of the hundreds of different subsects? And each one of those has a different interpretation. Unfortunately, many of them demand that if they can't convert the infidel, they have to kill him. So how do you know? You don't know. And that's what the problem is. And I think what has to happen, and I've made mention of this previously as well, is all the mosques in this country have to be monitored to prevent some of the more radical imams from radicalizing and converting young men to commit horrific acts in the name of Allah. A perfect example of that is the Fort Hood shooter. I mean, look what he did. Major Nadal's son. For Allah, as he was screaming Allah Akbar, he killed, what, 13 and he wounded like 30? I mean, it's insane. Anyway, do I know what the answer is? No, I don't know what the answer is. But what I do know is that we have a president that has an administration that is full of many radical, proven to be extremist Muslims. Doesn't that cause you some concern? Because it sure as heck causes me some concern. I think Valerie Jarrett is also part of the following. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's totally crazy. Will it get any better? It will if he's removed from office. It won't if he's allowed to remain in office. His entire administration has to be removed along with him. Otherwise, we're kidding ourselves. It's really that simple. We're kidding ourselves if he's not removed.